Hey Taurus, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of March general reading here. So let's talk about your meditation. I saw a great and many wondrous things. Go with me on this. I saw Ernest Hemingway. Hello. I saw matadors. Ernest Hemingway, because I saw Cuba as well. And then I saw El Sol, which I believe is like a beer. I saw like a commercial for this beer of El Sol, and I saw Ernest Hemingway watching these matador fights, and I saw, which I believe was in Spain, but I was getting Cuba vibes as well, just very Latin American vibes. And Hemingway was famous for spending a lot of time, and he wrote The Old Man and the Sea, which was set in Cuba, and very associated with Cuba. But I saw the matadors, and you guys are the bulls, so I feel like they're, we're getting to a point here, but it very much felt like you were in a place of, meaning the Taurus collective was in a place of steady leisure. Interesting. Steady leisure. I saw you guys personified, as Ernest Hemingway, which he's my favorite. I'm so obsessed. I've never had him come through in a meditation before, but I saw you guys as Ernest Hemingway kind of observe the matadors. I saw you walking around this, small Cuban town, and then going and resting in the shade and writing the next, great novel. It was really amazing. But I feel like and then I saw I saw the world is turning in a bit of a counterclockwise way. Okay, this is what I saw. And then I saw you using that time, that downtime as it were, the in-between time that we're in, right? I saw you sitting down and writing something really prolific and really amazing. And the writing could be, making music, working on a passion project, whatever that is for you. But I saw you writing, and then finishing it, and then once the world started turning clockwise again, you submitting these pages to some higher up, or kind of setting them forth and exposing them to the public or other people's eyes, even friends, family, whatever. And I saw this really deep, satisfied smile on your face. And it really feels like you're stepping into a time where the work that you're doing, or whatever it is you're creating, is like the mission or the work or the event of your life, or something that is going to set the tone and path for your life moving forward outside of this time. I cannot tell you how good it feels. I can't tell you how creative it feels. Prolific, the word keeps coming to mind. I feel like whatever your inner genius is, or whatever you're particularly really skilled at, whatever you're here to do, it's like you're really steeping into that energy during this time and using this time to create and also enjoy the things that are there to enjoy. Focusing on the gratitude for what is working and what is there. It feels so freaking good, right? Ooh, you got the crow at the bottom here. I really love that for you. So let's see what the animal energy is for my beautiful Tauruses, my beautiful bullfolk for the second half of March. Oh, okay. The horse, really? Are you sure? So this could not be better. So first of all, I love it when we get a element energy here that corresponds to who I'm reading first. So we got some earth energy for my earth signs. I love it. So, I'm hearing Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones. I really, the horse traditionally is about, and first of all, the new moon is coming up on the 24th, and I feel like you could work some major manifestation, energy, and power around that new moon time. The new moon's been coming up a lot today. There's something about it, especially as we go into Aries season, which is a very, the Emperor is all about work and what are you here to do, and leaving your mark and your footprint on this earth, right? The horse is also about freedom and adventure and travel. It's also about astral travel. I do feel like for some of you, I see you guys working on something, and whether this is conscious or not, because it's not always, right? When we're in that vortex energy, as Abraham Hicks would say, sometimes we are channeling and we don't even realize that that's what we're doing. And it's like, sometimes you look up and you're like, whoa, did I write that? Did that come from me? Or, oh, wow, I saw 444 on the timer. You guys could be seeing 444, which is about balance. But again, this horse is really about breaking free of any self-imposed limitations or any psychically restricting limitations that you've placed on yourself or others have placed on you, and really breaking free and moving forward. And it's like wild horses couldn't drag me away. It's like you are steadily moving towards a place of beautiful freedom with the wind whipping through your hair and everything. It just feels really good, you guys. It really, 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 really does. Okay. So the braids here, this horse got her hair did though, with these braids here. The braid, think about that, is the trifecta, the three. It's the mind, body, and spirit. And I'm saying that because we saw 444 on the timer, which is about balance. So I do feel like this is a time to really appreciate any balance that you have found, but also insist upon it. Mind, body, spirit. That's what it feels like the name of the game is for you guys in these last Ides of March. Okay. What is the energy for? Oh, Lord, are you joking? Are you joking? Three of Cups. Were we not just talking about mind, body, spirit, the trifecta, the number 3? Yes, we were. I love this. The Three of Cups. This is good times, peoples. This is good times with friends. This is soul reunion. This is exactly what I was saying. It's like El Sol, that beer commercial that I saw in your meditation, where it really feels like a time to appreciate what the people around you, appreciate what is working, appreciate what is right in life. It really, 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 really feels good. It feels like you're very connected to source at this time as well. It feels like you are astrogliding above the plains and just in a really beautiful place. Three of Cups also speaks of, emotionally fulfilling soul relationships where have you ever had a friend, whether that's chosen family, actual family, friends, family that are friends that feel like family, any and all of the above, where you may not speak for some time, but then when you do, it feels like no time has passed at all. That's the energy I'm getting here. I feel like it's a time of reconnection with you and the people in your life that fit that bill and that description, or it's a deepening of those connections. It's really, really beautiful. And I also feel like there's this aspect too of I just heard odd man out. Okay. I honestly feel like you're stepping into a time where the kind of your advice that I'm hearing, it's a balance between having these social ties and really drawing good source energy from that. But also I feel the odd man out is kind of a positive thing, or odd woman out, right? Where it's kind of like, I do see you stepping away, taking breaks away from this to really work on your masterpiece or really create some really good stuff. Think about all the art that's going to come from the times that we're in right now. Think about it. A bunch of artists and creators with not much else to do but create. That's what this feels like to me. That's what this feels like to me. And again, this is going to be different for everybody, but I really feel like it's a beautiful balance that you're finding between, social ties and really accruing some beautiful collective energy around that, and also stepping away and working, creating, it feels like, actually more apt to say. I'm getting June, the month of June. For some, what is that about? Don't these ladies look like they're at Coachella? I'm hearing June, July. I'm hearing music festivals. I'm hearing there's something about the summertime. You could be planning something about the summer, or it's you're working on something that's going to come to a full fruition in the summer, or you're working on something that's going to be publicized, or there's something about the summer months here. It feels really good. And I'm hearing the song Summer Skin by Death Cab for Cutie. Okay? Three of Pentacles. Is this not exact? I cannot with this, Taurus. What's happening? Listen, this is being compensated, rewarded, and recognized for the work that you especially are good at. Your particular eye for things. Are we literally not talking about creating, and then we have this lady here drawing this gorgeous goddess here, and then her teacher over here like, yep, a little to the left. Yep, don't forget the shadow and light. That's what this is. And it's another 3 for you guys. 3 being the magic number here. It feels like, you know, this is absolutely just beautiful energy here where you are really stepping into an energy where it's like, wow, I really am seeing, again, with these 3s, it's everywhere with the braid and the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Hold on, they're telling me to add. You know, that equals 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 is the number of endings before, you know, the full completion comes at the 10. But they're telling me to talk about the number 9. Yeah. It feels like it's in between the 9 and 11. Okay, the number 9, if we think about the 9 of Cups, that's about, they're all solitary energies. Let's just talk about the 9s real quick because they want me to. The 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment and indulgence, which is definitely came up in your meditation with the El Sol, with the beer commercial and everything, right? But that's a you know, solitary single kind of energy there. 9 of Swords is nightmares and anxiety that keeps you from sleeping. It's a single person in bed. 9 of Wands is that wounded warrior keeping on, but feeling a bit, you know, tired and weary and about at the end of a cycle. And the 9 of Pentacles, which feels really pertinent, which is about feeling well accomplished for the work that you have done. Something about that. There's a balance and a play here between and I don't mean solitary in a bad way, I mean like a singular solo energy, I want to say, where you're taking that time to really create something that's going to benefit the larger collective or even your direct friend group. It really feels like a beautiful balance between the two, and I really like it. But yeah, 3 of Pentacles is like doing the good work and then getting really well compensated and appreciated for it. It's really good, Taurus. All right, what else is going on? You can also be seeing a lot of 9s as well. It just feels really oh my God. Stop. But don't you dare stop. Ace of Cups. Are you serious? Are you serious? I love this so much. Listen, this is about great, mega, divine love. This is filling your own cup to the point where anyone who brings a cup and adds it, you know, into the energy here, it's just both of your cups are overflowing. And this is beautiful. This is also about creativity. This is also about divine inspiration, right? Why do I keep thinking of Caravaggio, the painter? I feel like I'm looking at like artists who, and it doesn't matter if you are an artist, just like go with me on this because I saw Hemingway, so we're just gonna go with that. Where I feel like it's about channeling from a divine source, right? Whatever that is for you. And being, wow, I created this, but it's not that it's actually just coming from you, it's coming through you. It's like you're channeling through creative acts. And it's really, really cool. Now, this can also just relate to you being there for other people and yourself in a beautifully balanced way, and just being a positive vibration in the world, and that having a domino and ripple effect for those around you and yourself too, right? It's going to be a great many different things. This is also an influx of psychic abilities and intuition and insights. I feel like this is what's coming out of everything that we're looking at here. I feel like this is the end result. Horse energy paired with Ace of Cups, mega love, self-love. This is a partnership as well and union, but I feel like this really feels like love in general. Love, actually. You know what I mean? But this is also all of the creative juices flowing, all of the inspiration coming in here. You're going into a time where it's just like, I feel like, you know, where we are right now as a collective and as a world, it's like you're tapping into, suddenly we are all more aware of each other in a global way, right? And it feels like you are tapping into that energy and really transmuting anything that is not of the highest and best into some really good source energy, and you're using it to make your slice of the world better. Then you found it. And I don't know if it gets much better than that. It's really, really good. Look, we got the High Priestess when I split the deck here. Again, with that Ace of Cups being about intuitive downloads. So I'm hearing astral travel because the horse also represents astral travel. I do feel like some of you guys might be interested in that, or you might have dreams where you're either flying. It's very specific, but that's what I'm hearing. Dreams where you're flying, or dreams where you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I have an idea for something, or oh my God, that's what I'm meant to do in this given situation, or whatever have you. It's really beautiful energy here. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this 3 of Cups. Taurus, your reading is giving me life. Thank you very much. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. So what's going on? Ooh, you have got to be kidding me. Have we been talking about balance this entire time? Yes or no? Temperance, what I do? Y'all, this is soul reunion. This is balance. This is one hand feeding the other. This is all of the goodness in life. Sagittarius energy here. Just all of the, look at this stuff. Dipping into the creative waters and benefiting yourself and the collective. This is, with 3 of Cups, what are you guys doing so right? And can you bottle it up and can I purchase some? This is literally what this feels like to me, where it's like, again, with this 3 and this balance, and it's this feeling of deriving so much support and energy from those around you, but you're also doing it for yourself and having that effect on others. It's like you're a reciprocity energy machine. Is that what I should title this reading? Reciprocity energy machine? I'd be like, what the heck? No, but this feels so good. You're in a beautiful place of balance. You're deriving so much goodness from support, but you're also being a source of support for those around you, and it feels just really good. Why am I so drawn to the summertime? Yeah, okay. I'm getting a very specific message for a smaller group of y'all. Whoever watching this had a difficult February. There's something about someone who had a difficult February for some reason. You felt apart, isolated, or like things just weren't in step. There's something, it's going to be such a beautiful turnaround. I feel like by the time the flowers are in full bloom, spring into summer, you're going to have a series of moments where you're like, oh, I'm understanding the gift in that time period. That's for a smaller group of y'all, but I had to relay that. But this is really beautiful. I also feel like the other message here is that you're looking at the glass half full as opposed to half empty. And that is the best thing ever, right? 3 of Pentacles. Wow, this is, wow. The Hermit, Virgo energy. I can't with this because first of all, do these not look like future, like this is a future version of this dude right here? Like, okay, I'm going to talk about this because this is what they're I'm really getting this. The Hermit, by the way, number 9. Have I not been running my mouth about the number 9 for you guys? So the Hermit, right? Traditionally, he's depicted as holding a lantern, and the light in that lantern is actually the star from the star card, Aquarius energy, wish fulfillment, right? Think about you as the Hermit, right? We've been talking about being in a singular energy with yourself and using that time to create, and then also balancing that with time spent with others, but also the time that you spend on your own creating right now is going to turn around and be a gift to the world. Right? Think about the journey here with the Hermit. He goes inside, he pulls from the light within, he focuses on what he's grateful for, but he takes the time to be in that energy, even when, and especially when maybe the clouds are a bit gray. We could do this through meditation, right? Through mindful silence or listening to music on one's own or just being in one's energy. And then from that, he takes a few steps in between here and there, but eventually he gets to temperance, where he's able to give and receive in equal measure and maintain balance regardless of his external given circumstances. And I feel like that's part of the journey that you're on. It's really stunning, Taurus. It's really stunning. Remember how I said it's like what you do on your own and the work that you create or whatever realizations you're going to have, you turn around, you're going to be compensated for whatever you do during this time. You're going to have some sort of like realization or wake-up call. You're going to finish that project that you started a long time ago, or you're going to complete something or try something else. There's something about that. Let's get a clarifier for this Ace of Cups, though. Whoa. Ooh, 9 of Swords at the bottom. I don't feel like that's for you, but another 9. We were just talking about that. Y'all, get ready. But the Ace of Cups at the Tower. I'm going to tell you why I love this so much. Because, first of all, the Ace of Cups is a tower energy in itself. But let's talk about the Tower for a second. This is what I call the Great Rearranger, right? The Great Rearranger, Scorpio energy here. The universe being the great rearranger that it is, it's good to welcome that energy, because it's like this comes in and realigns anything and anyone who has stepped off of their path of the highest and best good. The Tower comes in and says, recalculating, you missed your exit, recalculating, right? That's what this is. Around the Ace of Cups, I feel like this is going to be different for different people, but this feels so positive. I can't even tell you. The fact that it's clarifying the Ace of Cups, I'm telling you, you're going to come out of this time that we're looking at here and just be very transformed, but it's not about you being transformed as well. It's about making like I said, making your piece of the world better than how you found it, or better than it was previously. This is like making your mark and having a big contribution. I also feel for the light workers that I'm talking to, okay? Light workers and empaths and all y'all good people. This is a time to absolutely give extra room and space to your intuition and your downloads and your dream time. Because I do feel like there is how do I put this? An acceleration of the information that's going to be coming through and downloaded, not necessarily just to you, but through you. What do you do with that when it comes in? What do you do with it? Do you sit on it? Do you forget it? No, it's really good to take it and journal, talk about it, whatever that is for you. Pray about it, meditate about it, write about it, draw about it, whatever that is. But there's something huge coming to you, and I feel like it's a divine source of inspiration, but I also feel like this is you being completely transformed into a pure love vibration at the end of this time period, right? Time is fluid, yada yada, but you know what I mean. This is what you're going towards. I can't tell you how positive this feels with the Ace of Cups and the Tower here. I gotta tell you, it really feels like a deep shift around being so grateful for what you have and working with what you have. Oh, look, the sun's coming out as I say that. That is resulting in so much more to be grateful for. I feel like some of you are going to be in the public eye, okay? I really, really do. Hemingway, for some reason, is really here. And again, some of you could be writers, or some of you guys could be stepping into a place where people are going to know your name, or you're affecting the people around you in such a way where they're just like, wow, you are the example. You are, vibrating at this place where and again, it feels so equally balanced between being in your own energy and others as well. The balance, the number 9, it's just really beautiful energy here. Let's get an oracle. I feel like the goddess. Let's do goddess. Wow, Taurus, this is so stunning. I like it so much for you. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. First of all, we have Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. I feel like this is your energy, actually, a bit moving in here, okay? Oh my Lord, look at all this magnificence. Okay, first of all, we've been talking about balance, and this lady is literally holding a scale. Okay. So we have fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Now, I want to point something out. You see this dove here? The dove is a representative of the Ace of Cups energy, right? Because it represents divine love source energy, right? Then we have the Ace of Cups here. Honestly, I feel like this is honestly the balance that you're providing. Let's talk about the source of this imagery, though. So in Egyptian mythology and lore, when someone would pass on, right, they would be presented with a scale, and a feather would go on one of the scales, and then the person's heart would go on the other. And if the person's heart was heavier than the feather, then they weren't allowed to pass on into the, quote, good place, or whatever that is, right? But if it was either lighter than a feather or the same weight. I feel like it was lighter than the feather, then they were able to, pass on to the desirable afterlife location or whatever have you. But really, I feel like this is a beautiful energy around allowing your heart and keeping your heart as light as a feather from source love, from the divinity within and around you. I also feel like this is the effect and the message that you're having to other people as well. It's like you are the beacon moving into this time. You're like, this is what it is. And and first of all, I feel like this is an overall message too, right? The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Everything is how it's meant to be right now. We may not completely understand why. We may feel the need to search and pontificate and all of those things, and that's very human of us, and that's fair and fine, right? But there's also this aspect of we don't necessarily need all the answers to walk in faith and trust. And I feel like that's what you're being called to embody right now. Also, this feather on her head, you are so connected. You have the ability to be even more connected to source energy and the information that's flowing during this time, okay? It's a really beautiful, beautiful energy, okay? Oh, Eye of Horus. I'm telling you, because you also have another Egyptian lady here, which is kind of amazing. I am getting Eye of Horus, which is really beautiful. This situation involves your past life memories. So I'm going to tell you, this feels very much like, so sometimes when we are really good at something, right? Whether that's naturally or we took classes and then we're just really, really good at something, right? A lot of the times that stems from past lives in terms of you were good at that in a past life and its ability that you are carrying over into this life. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this whole past life situation. I also feel like there's a karmic aspect for that, if that doesn't resonate with you. There's a karmic aspect to this where it's like, because I'm really feeling because Isis is everything. Isis energy, she is like the mega divine feminine. She is all about these energies that we're seeing here. She is the ultimate strength and point of power and divinity and faith, right? It feels like these people around you, whether in your direct atmosphere or the people that you are going to positively affect and influence with whatever work that you do or path that you forge ahead on, or your spiritual work, whatever that is for you, it really feels like there is a karmic balancing, back to this idea of balance, that's taking place through the people that you surround yourself with, or the people, like I said, that are going to be affected by the work or contribution that you bring into the world. That's what this feels like. It feels like this whole thing. Look at all these wings and feathers here, angel energy here. Really feels like a time of karmic balance, karmic rebalance, you breaking free of any preconceived notions of what you are and aren't capable of what is, quote, right and wrong. Again, back to this new moon energy here. We're moving into Aries season of the Emperor, right? Which is about, getting to work, making it work. And really establishing that steady foundation from which to grow and jump off from, right? This is a building of the diving board that you're doing right now. You are creating and building the diving board. And then when it's done, you're going to be able to jump off of it and really fly. That's what this feels like. Okay? Like a big old divine diving board. And I really, really like it. I really like it. Again, capitalize upon the moon cycle coming in here. I feel it inherently. Also, just to state the obvious, could definitely have, and I feel it a lot, definitely some past life connection to Egypt. I feel it in such a big way. Okay, you also, not this whole deck is not all Egyptian, ladies here. This is like, you've got the two, Egyptian ladies coming in here for your reading. So I really, really like it for you. Also look into the Eye of Horus if that moves something within you. There's something in that for people, but I feel like it's you're able to perceive through different dimensions, realities, or see things in a way where you're like, oh my God, I'm able to finish this story I started. I'm able to finish this song. I'm able to look at my situation and go, oh, I want more of this and less of that. There's something about rebalancing and achieving this beautiful place of balance, intuitive insight, mega love source. You're not going to be the same person on the other side of this. You're going to be a more fully realized aspect of yourself that is vibrating at such a high frequency and vibration. That's what it is. Okay? I love it for you, Taurus. You better do that thing, Taurus. You better do the thing. With that being said, this was your second half of March general reading here. I so hope that this helped and resonated. I just want to say that I'm sending you all of the love and light and gratitude in the world. And as always, just thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.